welcome to Just Vintage Crochet. I have a crisis. Look at that. Look at this chipped nail polish situation. So I'm completely out of nail polish remover. How do I get through a nail polish crisis? By distracting myself with a good mystery, of course. And it's 2 in the morning, so I can't just go get any more nail polish remover or ask my wonderful husband if he could run to the store and grab some for me real quick. So we all have to suffer with this. It's not even a good color. Ugh. Here we go. I apologize for nothing. If I have to live with it. Okay. Let's just pick our pattern if you are new to the channel. I have a stack of patterns here that were put together for me. Don't know what they are. The titles, if they have photos, the photos have been removed. Anything within the pattern that could possibly give it away has been blacked out to the best of my son's abilities. I pick a number, I work the pattern, we find out what it is at the end. Most of these patterns are from the 1800s, with the exception of a few apparently that are from the Edwardian era. So here we go. Let's just pick our pattern, distract ourselves from the horribleness that is on the tips of my fingers. Number 8. It's not on top this time, so I don't know why when I pick a number that's right on top, it always makes me feel like I've done something wrong. Okay, this pattern is from 1883. Put these away real quick. Materials, Walter Evans Crochet cotton, either number, I don't know, all 3. Oh, it says or. Okay, so number 24, 40, or 60. Modern day, I would say 20, 40, or 60. According to the article for which it is required. On a sufficiently long foundation chain, work the first row. So what I've been doing lately, because a lot of people struggle to see what I'm doing whenever I work with finer threads, I will use a thin cotton, but it won't be a fine cotton. It could even be an acrylic, but it will be thin instead of fine. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I think I'll go with this black. Just kidding. I'm actually going to go with this color here. So this is a cotton called Cotton Blossom by Hooks and Needles. It is 100% cotton. It is a number 3 light. And I think I'm going to use a 3.75 millimeter hook. If it winds up being too big, I'll just switch it out. So yeah, just fooled you. Okay. It wants us to start with 2 chains. No. We have to start with a sufficiently long foundation chain. So I'll be right back. I'll go ahead and decide what I think a sufficiently long foundation chain is going to be. Okay, so I went with 40 chains to start. I don't know if the pattern plays out that it needs odds or evens. It doesn't matter. We just want to see what it winds up looking like. Okay, 2 chains, 1 single crochet. Wait a minute. Yeah, 1880s. Is this a British pattern? Hang on, let's look. So I don't see any spelling that indicates that it is British, like the word color, but this is highly likely that it is a UK pattern. They are using the word miss instead of skip. Down here, I see slip, so 1 slip stitch. In the UK, a single crochet was a slip stitch. They called a slip stitch a single crochet. They changed that by about the 1870s and just called it a slip stitch. And they called what we call a single crochet a double crochet. They still do to this day. And they call what we call a double crochet a treble, which there are trebles in here, and they still do to this day. So I do believe that this is a UK pattern. So 2 chains and 1 single crochet in the next chain. I'm sorry, in the next chain stitch of the same scallop. Wait a minute. Wait. What's happening? 2 chain, 1 purl. A purl is a picot, is what we call a picot. 2 chain, miss 1 chain of the scallop. We haven't worked any scallops. We've gone from here to here. Are we out of sync on this? Oh, we might be. This might be This might be the bit of the end. Repeat from, see how there's no asterisk here? Repeat from, no, 11th row. Does 11th row have an asterisk? No. What's going on with this pattern? Because it just says repeat from, or are we missing? Oh my goodness. Now this says right here, this has to be the beginning. 1 single crochet in each chain stitch. Then second row. Yeah, this is the first row because now we're on to second row. So this is a little bit of a mess. I think this goes back here. It says repeat from, where is the starting asterisk? This is row 10, the end of row 10. 1 purl, 2 chain. I don't know what is going on. Okay, let's go ahead and start. And in the meantime, I'll have Justin track down this pattern and see if we can get it in proper order. I know for a fact that this is row 1 and that's going to be row 2. So we're going to work 1 single crochet. So you know what I'm going to tempted to do is to add a stitch and keep my chain count at 40, keep my stitch count at 40. So I'll work in the side stitch instead of in the back bump this time, just because I made those stitches a little bit tight. So I'll go ahead and work 1 single crochet in every chain stitch to the end. I'll be right back. Okay, so there's row 1. Now it is in the wee AM hours, so I can't ask Justin to do anything right now because he's in bed. I'm gonna have to wait until he wakes up and is in the mood to go digging through my antique crochet pattern books to find the right pattern. So by the time we get to the actual conclusion of this video, both my pattern and nail situation might be resolved. Because it could be till tomorrow afternoon before Justin's in the mood to do anything to help me. Okay. Second row, alternately 1 single crochet, 7 chain, miss under the latter 3 stitches of the preceding row. Miss, so skip 3. So I think it's skip 3. It's a real wordy way of saying skip 3, perhaps. Hopefully that's what it is. So we'll start with a single crochet, 7 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Skip 3, I'm assuming, 1, 2, 3. And that's all it says. So single crochet. And then chain 7 and single crochet in the 4th stitch over. I hope that that's correct. And of course, by the end of this row, we'll discover what the chain count should have been, odd or even or whatever the case may be. Let's look at row 3 really quick. 3rd row, 1 double crochet in each single of the preceding row. 1 single in the middle stitch of each scallop. So that's going to be the chain 7. 2 chain between. Okay. Okay, this one here is kind of an awkwardly worded pattern. So if I don't quite get it, please forgive my ignorance. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and work these single crochets and chain 7s all the way to the end. Looks like it's going to work out in my favor, so I'm really glad that I added an extra chain whenever it said to work single crochet on the 1st row. I decided to add an extra chain just to keep my stitch count at an even 40. And I've got 4 stitches left on the end, and I'm going to end in the 4th stitch over, which is perfect because it allows me to skip 3. Okay, now these patterns, these Victorian patterns, are famous for never telling you how to start a row. Like, that's just a minor detail, I guess. The only thing that they tell you is how the basic DNA of that row, you know, the basics of that row is meant to be worked out. So for row 3, it's 1 double crochet in each double, which is going to be easy in this case because there's a single crochet right here. So one double crochet in the top of each single, and then chain 2, because it did say to chain 2 in between. Chain 2 chain between, so I'm going to chain 2 and skip 3. 1, 2, 3. Wait, skip 2. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, skip 3. So the 4th stitch over is the middle of the chain. Chain 2, work a double over the single. Get this out of your way. Chain 2 and work a single in the 4th chain over. You can count the back bumps, 1, 2, 3, and there's 4. And I always go under the back bump and the top of the side of the stitch. See, here's how the stitch looks from the front. And I work through the bottom chain just because it adds a little more strength. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it allows you to work the top as if it were a regular stitch. Chain 2, double over the single. Chain 2, single in the 4th. That little tiny nub right there is a chain. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to work this all the way to the end, and I will be right back. Okay, so that is the end of row 3, and it is unfortunately overpacked in stitches. It's causing it to curve. I don't know that it's meant to do that, so before I say I've done something wrong, I've misread the pattern, I'm going to keep going and see what happens, because I only guessed that it might be an edging. I don't know for a fact that it is. It looks good whenever it's fanned out, but if you try to hold it out straight, you can clearly see that it's overpacked. It's ruffling a bit. And also, this is meant to be worked with a fine thread. So that might also be playing into this as well. But we're going to push on. And since this is just a word wall of text, I will be using a sticky note to help separate the rows. So 4th row, 1 single on each single of the preceding row, 1 double on each double, 3 chain between. So now we're adding even more stitches. And then we move on to the 5th row. So a double on the double, a single on the single with 3 chains in between. So 1, 2, 3, and a single. 1, 2, 3. We work a double. Trying to make these as tight as possible to kind of reduce the slack on it a little bit. So that's what we're working with right now. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this all the way to the end. And single on the single, double on the double, 3 chains in between. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so just to update you on what I did really quick, I went back and redid the last row we worked. I tightened up all of my stitches, I tightened up all of my chains, and I'm working with yarn unders instead of yarn overs because a yarn under creates a lower profile, a little bit more narrow, tighter stitch, just to try to clean up the slack a little bit. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'm working tighter chains, and here I need to work a double crochet. So what I will do is, instead of working yarn over where the yarn comes over the top of the hook, I'm working a yarn under where I sort of bring my hook on top of my yarn, and the yarn is now wrapped under the hook. And this creates a more narrow single crochet or double crochet, and I'll show you the difference. So chain 3, and I'm also yarning under with my single crochets. So I'll just come over the top of my yarn like that, pull through, and it makes a much smaller stitch. Now I'll work a yarn over so you can really see the difference. Here I need to work a double crochet again, yarn over, and I want to keep it tight. I want to be fair. You can just see the difference. See how loose this one is, even keeping it tight, and how tight this one is. That's the difference. Look at that. So I'm opting for yarn unders on my singles and doubles just to further rein in the slack on to compensate for not using a fine thread. And I think it's working because look at that. The stitch definition is already better and the curve has been reduced a bit. I think what would have helped me is if I went all the way back, which you know what, now that I think about it, I think I will. I think I'll go all the way back and start from the very beginning with those chain 7s too. Because I really want this to look right. And it's not that big of a deal to undo this tiny amount of work. If you're going to do something, do it right, right? So I'll start off. I think I'll keep this first row regular sized single crochets. And then starting from here, I'll go small with it and see if that doesn't help keep things flat. So I'm really going to tighten up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now wait a minute. Oh, did my stitch count work out because I only skipped 2? Well, I'll stick with it because my stitch count worked out, so well. Me just now picking up on that. I only skipped 2 down here whenever I first started. No wonder I thought it all worked out. So I guess 41 stitches would have worked out better for me instead of 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and single crochet. We'll just see if that's already nice and clean looking. So I'll be right back. I'm going to work my way up to the 4th row. Okay, so through all my efforts, it still wants to curve. It still seems overpacked, but if it were blocked, it's not as bad. It's not as bad as it was before. And the stitch definition is a bit more there, but when it's relaxed, it wants to curve. Oh well, I can't do anything about that right now. Okay, 5th row, 1 single on each double of the preceding row, 3 chain between. Then we move on to the 6th row. Okay, is that the right one? Yeah. Okay, so we started with doubles, so we'll work singles on these. Chain 3. And the next double is way over here. And I'm going to continue to work in yarn unders. Hey, look at that there. That picked up that whole edge. 1, 2, 3. Jump over to the next double crochet. Maybe this is the row that straightens everything out. It's still all loose inside. I think when I say inside, I mean like within. It still probably needs blocked. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and there's the double. 1, 2, 3, single on the double. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm just going to quickly do this, the rest of this off camera, but it's straightening it up, but it is causing a lot of bubbling here. I had to relax the tension on these chain 3s a little bit because it was beginning to, by the time I got to this point here, it was already buckling that way. So I have relaxed. As you can see, I've relaxed the tension, so that's much better. I guess I was just doing a little too tight, a little too overzealous with it. There we go. Okay, Well, it's definitely not curving at all even relaxed. It's not curving at all anymore. This is a little bit on the loose side. A little bit of blocking would fix that. Let's move on to the next row. So row 6, we have one single in each stitch of the preceding row. Now a chain is a stitch. And then the 7th row. So we're going to do one row of single crochet. So hopefully I will have 40 single crochet. In fact, I'm going to go out of my way to make sure I have 40, even if I have to fudge it a little, just to make it matchy-matchy down here. So I'm just going to work my 40 singles, and I will be right back. Okay, there we go. Row 6 done. Let's move on to row 7. One double in the first stitch of the preceding row. 4 chain, miss 1, 3 double in the following 3 stitches. Miss 3, 3 double. Wait, do we chain? It would say to chain, wouldn't it? Miss 3, 3 double in the following 3. Yeah, it would say to chain. So then we work 4 chain, miss 1, 1 double, 3 chain, miss 4, repeat from the very beginning. Okay, so that's a lot. So I'll just leave this right here where I can read it. So we're going to start with 1 double in the first stitch. Hey, it's telling us how to start the row. I do not ever mind being proven wrong. Unless I know I'm right. Just kidding. Okay, 1 double in the first stitch. Then it says 4 chains. 2, 3, 4. Miss 1 and 3 doubles in a row. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 3 in a row, miss 3, and 3 in a row again. So 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th stitch, we work 3 in a row again without chaining. Okay, and now 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Miss 1 stitch. Wait. Did I skip? I may have skipped. Okay, 4 chains, miss 1, 3 double in the following 3. Miss 3, 3 double in the following 3. Make sure I got this right. We start off with 1 double. I got cross-eyed. We start off with 1 double, then we work 4 chains. Okay, miss 1, 3 in the following 3. Miss 3, 3 in the following 3, right? 3 in the following 3, miss 3, yes, okay. And then it's 4 chains, miss 1, 1 double, miss 1, 1 double, then 3 chains, miss 4, repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another 1 double, because the repeat starts us off back at the beginning. So it says here, miss 4, repeat from the beginning. So 1 double, and then 4 chains, miss 1, and 3 doubles. Then it's skip 3 more doubles without chaining. See, now here's where my stitch count could really mess everything up. So 1, 2, 3, work 3 more in a row. I bet, you know what? I bet I can get away with yarning over now, because the stitches look prettier yarned over like this together. There's no gaps. It's less gaps. Yeah, see, that was their yarn. Okay, regardless. Okay, 3 and 3, and then it was 4 chains. 4 chains, miss 1, 1 double. Then 3 chains, miss 3 chains, miss 4. It's kind of strange. 2, 3, 4. So in the 5th, did I skip 4 over here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, kind of strange. And then it was repeat. Oh, wait. Wait. Okay. So here, I may have made a mistake. So we have the 4 chains, miss 1, double. 3 chains, miss 4, double. Then repeat means I immediately work another double right next to it. Yes. Yes. And then 4 chains, miss 1, and then work our 3, skip 3, and 3. Skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and work 3, 2, and 3. And then it was chain 4, skip only 1, work a double, chain 3, skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and work a double, and then work another double, and then chain 4, and work 3 in a row. Skip 1. Well, I'm only going to be able to work 2. That's okay. So it looks strange, but I mean, all right, let's just move on. Okay, and 8th row, repeat regularly 8 double in the scallop formed of 4 chain in the preceding row. 1 single crochet in the middle of the following 3 chains. Okay, that's going to be the repeat. So there's 4 chains right there. So I think what I need to do, how do I get over there? I mean, I guess I can just slip stitch over. And then slip stitch in here. Nope, what are you doing? So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, and then here we have 1, 2, 3. So I work a single crochet in the center. And then here I have 4. So then I work my 8 doubles. Okay, there's 8. And then what do we do here though? What am I meant to do here? Oh, there's a little more to it. Okay. 8 double in the scallop formed of 4 chain in the preceding row. 1 single in the middle of the following 3 chains. No, there isn't more to it. What am I supposed to do here? I don't know what else to do but jump over. Does that cause? It's not really causing an issue tension-wise, so just keep going, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this to the end. I'll work a single crochet here where it's a 3 chain, and then I'll just keep going. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. That is row 8. So I think it looks all right. Row 9, 1 single in the 4th double of the preceding row. 2 doubles, 1 long double. So that is going to be a US treble. In the next double, but wait, in the next double, but 2 US treble in each of the 2 following double. 1 US treble, 2, I don't know why it says but 2. 1 long in the next double, but 2. Like, don't do 2. This is a lot of instructions, so let's just take this one step at a time. Because this one here goes from 9th row, where's 10th? I see 11th here, whereas the 10th row is here. So we'll just take this one step at a time. Don't want to overwhelm myself. All right, I think I need to slip over again. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we work 1 single here. So 1 single in the 4th, then 2 double, where? In the same stitch? Yeah, okay. So 2 double here. The reason I say yeah is because it says then 1 in the next over, but no, because then there's 3 left. I'm so confused. Okay. 1 long in the next, but the 2, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that... Okay, 1 single crochet in the 4th double of the preceding row, right there. 2 double, maybe 2 in a row, but then there won't be but 2. 1 US treble in the next double, but 2. I don't know what that means. Maybe I just don't understand the wording there. I'm not going to spend too much time harping on it and just move on and see what happens. Because that's the whole point of these mysteries, right? And then it says but 2. I'm just going to keep going. So I'm going to work a US treble here and move on. I don't want to keep harping on it. Okay, but 2. Maybe when they say but 2, they mean these 2. Maybe that's what they mean. So maybe I'm on the right path still. Okay, but 2. Then 2 US treble in each of the 2 following treble, or each of the 2 following US doubles. Okay. Then it's 1 US treble and then 2 double in the next. Kind of, okay. Well, I'm feeling less uncomfortable or less nervous about making the wrong choice here because so far it's matchy-matchy. So we started with a single, double, double, treble, 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 and then 2 doubles in a row again. 1, 2. Is it going to end me up with a, end this up with a single? And 1 single in the next, but 2. I don't know what but 2 means because there's clearly 3. That's a single crochet right there. So there's actually 3. So I don't know what but 2 means because I started by skipping 3 over here. So I'm just going to keep going. Let's see here, but 2. Then it's 3 chain, 1 purl, and it's a 4 chain purl or picot. Then a 3 chain stitch. Repeat from here. Okay. So do I do that at the top of this single? I'm guessing maybe yes. Or do I do it in this stitch here? Three chains, 1 purl. Where do I put the purl? Come on. Just a tiniest bit more detail is all I need. Let's just try this and see what happens. It's not the worst thing in the world to undo it. So 3 chains and then a 4 chain purl. Okay. Where do I anchor it down? Then 3 chains. So just keep following the words. Then 3 chains and repeat from, oh, are we building a chain bridge? 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochet here. Oh, did you see? I knew that the whole time. I wasn't freaking out. You were freaking out. I was fine. All right, so I'm just going to do all this again, just like I did over here. I freak out too easily, even though I'm not actually freaking out because this isn't that big of a deal. Yes, I want to get it right, but I'm not actually freaking out. I guess I'm just being a little dramatic. Then 2 doubles, 1, 2, single crochet, chain 3, then 1, 2, 3, 4 chain purl, then chain 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, now what? Should I work this to the end? To the very end? That's not quite how it started. But then again, this is an off stitch count, so I can always undo it if it's in the way. 1, 2, and then oh, that was it. Okay, that was it. Kind of makes me wish I had started it like that over here, but then this, it would be, see, it's not, I don't have the correct stitch count. This is not the greatest example because I should have done a lot more stitches to have like maybe 3 full sets of picot to really get a visual for it. But okay, moving on to row 10. Oops. 1 single in the 4th double of the preceding row. 2 chain, 1 purl, 2 chain, miss 2 under them, 1 single, 2 chain, 1 purl, 2 chain, 1 single in the next chain, but 1 of the next scallop. it's that whole wording again. I understand this was the way that people spoke in the 1880s, perhaps, in recipes and whatnot, but it is definitely not hitting my 2025 American brain quite right. So again, I'm going to take this one little step at a time. So one single crochet in the 4th double. Well, that just, perhaps they thought we were going to end with, I don't know what they thought, but at this point I'm in the 4th double. So I'm just going to put my single crochet right here. 2 chain, 1 purl, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 chain, miss 2 under them, so 1, 2, 1 single, 2 chain, 1 purl. I don't think I have any of this right. Ugh. So I walked away for a little bit, let the phone charge up a little, and I think what I'm gonna do, part of me wonders, how was this meant to end? Like at the end of the row? Because in a way it kind of ended like this, just half of one. It asked me to start in the 4th, so it wouldn't have mattered. This is fine, if that's the case. Okay, so I've got my 2 chains, my 1 purl, my 2 chains. Let me redo that chain. And then it's 1 single in the next, no, miss 2 under them, 1 single, 2 chain. I can only assume it's in the top of the single here. I'm going with that. Then 1 purl, 2 chains. Wait, 1 purl here. Wait. 1 single, 2 chains. And then a purl. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 chains. 2 chains, 1 purl, 2 chains, 1 single in the next chain, but 1 of the next scallop. What? Like before the next scallop? Is that what they mean by but? Maybe that's what they mean by but, is before. So I'm like way off. I shouldn't be in this area at all. Yeah, I don't. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. Said to start in the 4th double crochet. The thing is, there's only 2 on each side of the 3 trebles. There are no 4th doubles, but maybe it's like the 4th stitch over, which is a double. 4, no, because that's a treble. I'm lost. And I'm also wondering if this part of this pattern even goes to this pattern at all, because there's some other patterns from the same book in here, like this one, for example. And does this go to one of these other patterns? I am so lost. Okay, I have an idea. What if I do this? start on this side, assuming this is how it's meant to end with a full, like, scallop, as they call it. So these are my skip stitches, so these don't count. Here's my first single, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will start in the 4th stitch over regardless of what kind of stitch it is. All right. So starting from the very beginning, we have 1 single crochet. In the 4th, I'm just going to say the 4th stitch. Then 2 chains, a purl. Get this out of your way. 2, 3, 4. Nope. 1, 2. There we go. Then 2 chains. Okay, then miss 2 under them, 1, 2, and work a single crochet. And then basically repeat that. 2 chains, a purl, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 chains. And then it says, one single in the next chain, but one of the next scallop. I don't know what that means, so I'm just going to go ahead and work it right here. That's a chain. That's what I'm going to do. One of the next scallop. Then 2 chains, 1 purl, 2 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, 2 chains, 1 purl. 1 single in the next chain. Nope. 2 chains, 1 purl, 2 chains. 1 single in the next chain. Nope. 1 single in the next 2 chain stitch after the purl of the preceding row. Okay. After the purl, so in the next 2 chain stitch, which would be, I'll just go ahead and put it in the center. That seems wrong. Maybe not, but doesn't seem right. I really don't think I'm going to get this one this time, guys. I'm going to keep going. Okay, after the purl, 2 chains, 1 purl, 2 chains, repeat from the 1 single crochet. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that just doesn't seem right. This seems okay. This, not so much. It said after the purl. I mean, okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to work this all the way to the end. We'll see. No, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I was reading more, separated by 5 chains. So do I just work 1? Come on, don't give up this easy, sis. Okay, they must meet on either side of the purl. So 2 singles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then another one here. I guess. I'm just looking at this. I guess. Okay. And by a scallop. Oh. Oh. Wait a minute. I don't know. It also wants me to divide them by a whole scallop. So are they just worked here? Like, just a moment, my dog. So maybe it's meant to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here, like that. Okay, they are divided alternately by 5 chain and by a scallop. They're divided by a scallop. Formed of the 2 chain, 1 purl, 2 chain. Only in the chain stitch scallops which join the 2 double figures work no double, but 2 chain, 1 purl, 2 chain. Okay, no, I'm done. I give. Okay, because it is basically 7 a.m., I don't have long to wait. And I will get, hopefully, the picture, but for sure the title for this. Because I'm done. I can't anymore. I know my limitations. I'll see you in just like that. Okay, so it's now 8:41. It's been a couple of hours. Justin got up just for a few minutes. I ambushed him. And I have it. I did not nail it, but I got close-ish, I think. Okay, it's called a crochet border, pattern number 8. And here is what it's supposed to look like. I'll flip it around to the way we work it. And I feel like I got from here to here basically correct-ish. Yeah, I mean, there's those two, that. So yeah, I got that from here to here correct. Everything up here is not at all right. Not at all. And I do believe this is meant to be 12 rows. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think this is 10. But I didn't get that. And then 11 and 12, or like, is there another? Let's look at row 10. Where does row 10 start? These word walls, it's kind of hard to find your rows. There it is. Okay, 1 single crochet in the 4th double of the preceding row. And then it was all the chain 2s. So maybe this is a drawing, by the way. But it doesn't seem to have quite the height. I don't know. It doesn't look exactly right to me. It looks like something else should have gone on top of this. So we have row 1. And then the chain 7s, that's row 2. And then the singles and doubles, that's row 3. And then row 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if that's 9 and 10, but I'm guessing no. It's just, but where's all those picots it asked for in row 10? You see, I see these huge loops. Picots are up here. I'm just confused by it all around. But that's what we got. That's today's mystery. I wouldn't call it a total failure. It's not like it's a total flop, but it's definitely not a winner. I did not complete it. I didn't get it. And I just don't think I was going to. It's just the wording was just a little too confusing for me. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for today. And stay tuned. There will be another mystery coming up on or just before the 15th of this month. I love you guys lots, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.